Welcome to the RepairQ onboarding video series. This video will be showcasing all settings and what each section controls within your RepairQ app. Once you're logged into your app, this little gear icon up on the top is going to control all of your settings. If you're logged in as an administrator, you have full access to all settings that you can control within RepairQ. As a manager, an inventory manager, you will not have full access to these. Right now I'm logged in as an admin, so you'll be able to see everything that you can control. Once you click all settings, it'll take you to a nice map of all the different settings you have to choose from. You have them all visually displayed here. You also have a list of them on the left side. There's a lot of different settings, a lot of different things you can control. This may seem overwhelming at first, but once you get everything nailed down, you'll be happy you did it. So we're going to start from the top of the list and work our way down. This first button is RepairQ account. This will show you the account that you have with RepairQ. Now, being that I'm in a training instance, it's not going to actually show me that, but it'll show you a breakdown of the amount of locations you have, the amount of users you have, what you're paying per month, etc. You can add locations within here if you have changed your subscription. You can add users within here if you have changed your subscription, and make any other changes that you need to within your account. This next section is integrations. If you're integrated with any of our partners, all their info will show up in here. If you click on Bluefin, it'll show you your account ID and API key. If you click on any others, it'll show you the information you need to know with each one. Next box is locations. If you click on locations, it'll show you the 3 or 4 or 12 or 1 location that you have under your account. Within this section, you can edit them. You can add new ones. We're going to go ahead and open up our location so you can view all the different settings within there. So I'm going to focus on RepairQ 2 right now. These are just the names of the locations we have set up. There's lots of information you would fill in or add or edit for these. There'll be a separate video focusing on locations specifically, so I'll go through all of these settings. But there's a lot of different things in here that you can go through. And it shows you your change log of everything at the bottom. You also have tax settings, where you can set up which taxes apply to which service or to which item type. You've got your integration settings, and you can reset your location data. Next up is terminals. Terminals are your virtual cash terminals that tell RepairQ which forms of payments you can take into your store and which forms of payments you can put out of your store. You can add terminals within here, you can delete them if they're not in use, and you can edit the names of them. Announcements are going to be anything that shows up as an alert for your employees. If you want to say something like staff meeting on Saturday at 7:30, you can have that show up on the home screen for each of your employees. If you want to show specials on there so everybody sees them and can push those off onto your customers, it can show up in there. If you want to put links to certain things, links to documents that you've created, links to a teardown YouTube video, any other specials you want, or if you want to only set up certain announcements to go to certain employees, you can do that as well. Notification automation. This is where you can set up automated emails or SMS notifications going to either your customers or to your employees. Lots and lots of different options in here, very open-ended, lots of different cool things you can do. Next section is going to be print settings. These are going to be all your different settings for the different types of things that you would print out. The first step is receipts. This is your basic standard receipts that you would print out for your customers. You can determine what shows up on those receipts for each location. Invoices is the same. It's just going to be on the 8.5 by 11 full page invoices. Email receipts is what shows up for the customer when you email them a copy of their receipt. Ticket labels. If you are printing labels for your repair tickets or your refurb tickets, you can select what shows up on those. Inventory labels is any label that you're printing out for any of your inventory, whether it be phones, accessories, parts, whatever. This next section is customers. The first thing in the list is customer referrals. When you create a new customer page in your RepairQ app, one of the boxes is customer referral. That's going to be how they found out about you. So you can select another customer, the Verizon store down the road, AT&T, they Googled you, you can set up as many customer referrals as you want by clicking this Add Customer Referral button. You can also edit them within here. The ones that are existing, you can edit. You can also change the priority, so the way that they show up in the list. Customer segments is if you have some sort of loyalty program where you put your customers in different categories and they get certain discounts based on that category. Contact methods are ways that you are able to contact the customer. This next section is going to be focusing on tickets. Lots of different options for tickets. First one is going to be custom forms. Custom forms are used when a customer brings in a repair device, a form that you will have to fill out before it enters a certain state. When your employees are finished with that repair, you can have them fill out a form that shows that they've completed it and that everything works afterwards. And then you can set up different forms for different things like water damage or any warranty program that you have. Very open-ended for this. Ticket statuses. These are all the ticket statuses that are ready for your use for any repair ticket. If you want to use certain wordage, you can change the wording on them. They will all still do the same thing, but you can just change around the wording if you'd like. Tax groups. These are going to be if you have different groups set up for taxes. You can have one as a sales tax, one as a merchandise tax, one as a service tax. They're used to determine how taxes display on your tickets. Within that, you have tax classes. Tax classes define the tax type, tax rate, and which tax group to add the amount into. And the last one is tax rates. This is where you actually specify which of your taxes that you're applying to each of your item types. So your phones get sales tax, your retail gets sales tax. Some people, depending on their state and county, will have different taxes for different items. So that is all set up within here. Payment methods. If you're taking in any other form of payment other than the standard ones, those can be added in here. If they've never been used before, you can delete them with the red X, or you can edit their names within the edit button. Ticket resolutions. Once your tickets are closed, you can change their resolution, whether it's fixed, unfixable, canceled by the customer, abandoned by the customer, or you can create your own. Warranty/disclaimer. This is going to be what shows at the bottom of your tickets, on the bottom of your receipts, and the bottom of your invoices. It shows your warranty, your return policy, your disclaimer that you're requiring them to sign, or anything you want them to see on the end of their ticket. You can specify what catalog items or item types that they're applied to. So if you have a certain catalog item that you want a specific disclaimer for, you can add that in here. Warranty claims is if you are set up under the Warranty Life program, you can enter your different providers and different information within here. And invoicing. If you're an enterprise customer and you set up billing agents for invoicing, you can change all those settings within here. The next section is going to be inventory. The first one is item types. You can set up any item type that you want for your devices, for your parts, for anything that you sell, anything that comes into your store for repair. This is going to control your catalog. You can add new item types if you'd like. You can edit the ones that are existing, or if one hasn't been used yet, you can delete it altogether. Manufacturers. If you don't have the manufacturer added for a particular item that you're wanting to add to your catalog, it won't allow you to add it. So if you're getting some sort of new inventory in you've never had before, you'd want to come in here and add that manufacturer into this list. This list can be as long as you'd like. Catalog items is going to show you your entire catalog, everything that you have in there. And also takes you to a different screen. We're going to go back to settings here. Alright, carriers is going to be any cell phone provider / carrier. This would be for any device that you're repairing. You can select which carrier they're with. Each region will have different carriers that are specific to their area. The default ones are in here already. Suppliers will be where you get all of your parts, all your devices, all of your retail from. So you'll need to add them in here before you create any purchase order from them. Shippers is if you're sending any device out for repair. You can use their shipper information within here. Inventory conditions. If you want to set a new inventory condition, if you have specific items that you want named as a different type of condition, you can create a new one or edit existing ones. Inventory statuses. This is not ticket statuses, this is actual inventory statuses. You can create new, or you can edit existing. Purchase orders. The different type of statuses for purchase orders. You can rename the ones that are already here if you have different wording. The last two are going to be validation rules. If you require certain items in the customer profile section to be required when you add new customers, you would edit that in here. I'll just show you what that looks like. Anything that's checked is going to be required when you add any new customer in. These are the defaults. And the last is miscellaneous. This is just a couple miscellaneous tickets or settings within here. That is going to be all for this video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.